Hello, this is Coach Johnny with the Chicago Fire. I have another English Premier League opinions piece for world-class coaching. So what are we going to talk about this week? We're going to talk about goalkeepers and which team has the best keeper. The Premier League, I think we are blessed with a number of very high-profile, maybe even world-class goalkeepers at this point in time. Hugo Lloris at Tottenham, I think, is an excellent goalkeeper. Obviously, David De Gea, Manchester United, Thibaut Courtois, Chelsea, Ederson, Manchester City. I like a few others, Jordan Pickford at Everton, Schmeichel, Leicester City, but who has the best? Well, let's go through them. Who do I like? Schmeichel, I think, is an interesting one. Plays for a pretty unfancy team, even though Leicester, of course, have won the Premier League just a couple of seasons back. But I think he's an excellent goalkeeper. His distribution, particularly kicking out of hand, I think marks him out as an outstanding goalkeeper. I like him very much. Similarly, Jordan Pickford at Everton. Young player, got an awful lot of time ahead of him. Again, his distribution, particularly out of hand, is fantastic. And this is what sets apart now these contemporary modern goalkeepers. You just don't see, say, like someone like Peter Cech, for instance, playing the ball from hand, kicking the ball from the floor in the same way that you're seeing with these other guys. A new breed of contemporary goalkeeper. But while I like those two, Schmeichel and Pickford, I don't think they're the best. Hugo Lloris, I think, is maybe next one along. I do like him. I like his sort of starting position, his kind of sweeper keeper role that he plays for Tottenham's high line. I think he's a good shot stopper, good leader. I like him very much. Still not quite at the top of my list, though. Thibaut Courtois, Chelsea. I think he's another outstanding goalkeeper. Perhaps doesn't quite have the same ability to play the ball on the floor with his feet, but in terms of shot stopping, command of his box, I think he's an outstanding goalkeeper. So it really does come down to two. David De Gea at Manchester United, and for me now, Ederson at Manchester City. We know all about David De Gea. He's been around for a long time, outstanding goalkeeper, and I think it's pretty fair to say that he has a claim to be perhaps best goalkeeper, maybe in the Premier League, maybe even in the world. No real complaints about that. But if I was to pick a goalkeeper for my team today, I'd choose Ederson for sure. I think this guy's outstanding. I remember the first time I saw him was when actually Manchester City played Tottenham in Nashville over the summer. And his distribution from the floor was something that I'd never really seen before. He was outstanding. And as we've gone into the Premier League season, he has continued to do that. The ball at his feet, whether it's a short pass out to fullbacks or into a midfield player, is astonishing. His capacity to be able to play the ball from the floor over 30, 40, 50, 60 yards, pinpoint precision. We saw against Tottenham how Tottenham just this last weekend, how Manchester City were able to play into the next line or even higher again and breaking that press from Tottenham. Unbelievable technique, fantastic skill, brings an awful lot. His distribution out of hand, again, his kicking from hand, I think is almost unique. I mentioned some of the others who were pretty decent at it, but for me, Ederson, best I've seen. So that's it. That's who I would go for. David De Gea fans out there, I'm sure you're saying, best goalkeeper in the world at Manchester United. Maybe so. But for me, if I was going to pick a number one today, I'd be choosing Ederson at Manchester City in Brazil. So if you have a difference of opinion, you see it another way, let us know. Maybe a goalkeeper at your club you like better than the guys that I've mentioned. Maybe you're an Ederson fan. So whoever it is, whatever you want to say, put the comments down below. Always interested to have the conversation. So once again, thanks very much for listening, guys, and we'll speak again soon. Bye now.